Всем привет, ребята! Меня зовут Лиза, по батюшке Елизавета Дмитриевна, по матушке Юльевна, кому интересно. И сегодня, как вы видите, я снова не одна, я с моим другом. This is my friend. Can you tell them your name?
Okay, my name is Alex. I'm a senior student in China. I'm a Chinese boy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to be here to make
Thank you for participating. I'm really glad you accepted my invitation. And we know each other for maybe half a year, and we are university neighbors.
Yeah, we're university neighbors.
Because he studies in the university just next to mine.
Yeah.
So today, guys, we're gonna be answering your questions about some romantic things, about marriage, divorces, about relationships in China in general. But before any video like this, we should make a disclaimer. And what is the disclaimer?
Okay, before we dive into this video, I want to say that all the words I'm going to say only represents my own thoughts. That not all Chinese people, not all Chinese boy will think exactly as I am. It's just a casual conversation, so don't take it too seriously.
Yeah, we're just talking, you guys just watching us talking, and that's it. So we have questions. How many questions we have?
20.
We have 20. No, you deleted one. We have 19.
Yeah, 19.
19. We're here for a long time, guys. So take a cup of tea, take a coffee, whatever you want, and how did you say it? Just dive into this video right now. Okay. Ребят, забыла вам сказать, а точнее даже не знала, что придется это говорить, когда снимала это видео в июне. В общем, чтобы оставаться на связи, чтобы не произошло с Ютубом в дальнейшем, подписывайтесь на мой телеграм-канал, подписывайтесь на мой ВКонтакте, да, чтобы мы там тоже могли, там, как-то я там, может, контент буду дублировать для тех, кому тяжело смотреть на Ютубе, потому что таких ребят много. И хотела сообщить, что я исполнила свое маленькое желание и начала помогать ребятам поступать в Китай, подавать туда документы, подбирать университеты, рассказывать что-то об учебе. Вместе с моими китайскими партнерами мы вместе подаем документы ребят на бакалавриат, языковые курсы, магистратуру и так далее. И скоро начнется осенняя приемная комиссия, поэтому, если кому-то интересно, вы можете написать на эту почту, в описании она будет, и потом еще об этом упомянем в конце, я думаю. Вот, поэтому, если вам это интересно, вы точно не забудете. Очень рада начать этим заниматься, мне давно это было интересно, и интересно открывать для себя какую-то новую сферу, помимо блогерства, и погружаться во что-то другое, во что-то, что тебе интересно, что-то, что связано с Китаем и с образованием, потому что я такой вечный студент, да, и считаю, что образование это очень важно. К поступлению в Китай нужно готовиться заранее, ведь для получения лучших грантов, стипендий у вас должен быть заранее подготовленный пакет документов. Нужно все заверить, перевести, пройти по запросу университета интервью и так далее. Тот, кто раньше, у того и больше шансов. Кто успел, тот и съел, что называется. И так всегда. Чем раньше вы начнете подготовку к чему-то, тем лучше. Например, начнете раньше готовиться к экзаменам, увеличите свои шансы поступить в хороший университет. Вы скажете: Лиза, готовиться скучно. А я вам скажу, что скучно — это не обязательное наречие. По крайней мере, если готовишься в онлайн-школе «Сотка», скучать точно не придется. Сотки вам помогут подготовиться сразу к 4 предметам всего за 5500 рублей. Клево же? Ну все в одном месте, без стресса, с чувством, с толком, с расстановкой. В «Сотке» подготовились уже более 250 тысяч выпускников. Почти 9 тысяч из них оставили отзывы. Вы можете почитать, изучить и успокоиться, потому что если они смогли, то и вы сможете. Домашку проверяют в среднем за 15 минут, а наставник находится на связи, чтобы не оставлять вас одного наедине с пугающими заданиями эскимов. А еще у вас будут ежемесячные вебинары с психологом, чтобы такое волнительное время пагубно не влияло на ваше ментальное здоровье. И, кстати, такой небольшой фан-факт. Если вы присоединитесь к «Сотке», у вас есть шанс выиграть Lamborghini. Ну вот как-то так. Это вам не спортивную бутылку разыгрывать, хотя я ей была бы рада. 2025 году сотка проведет розыгрыш среди своих учеников. И кто знает, может быть уже на 1 сентября вы к универу подъедете на новенькой машинке, такие бип-бип-бип-бип, да? Я готовился с соткой, да? Всего лишь готовился с соткой, как-то так. Переходите по ссылке в описании или сканируйте QR-код на экране и начинайте готовиться к экзаменам. А по промокоду ЛИСАВ вы получите скидку до 8% на первый месяц подписки. Все, всем наставления дала, про Lamborghini рассказала. Все дела сделала. Можно и видео начинать. Let's start with a question.
Okay.
The first question is, if men and women go on the first date together, do they pay 50-50 or it's usually the man who pays for everything? How is it in China?
I would say it is case by case. In my case, like maybe I would pay the dinner, I would pay some cinema tickets, like the individual bills. I won't separate 50-50, and maybe the girl would pay for the milk tea or coffee money to some other bills. There is also some couples I know who would split the bill exactly like 50-50, or the man just paid all the bills for the girls.
So it is polite for a girl to, you know, suggest to pay for something like you pay for dinner, I pay for tea.
Yeah.
It is polite to say this, like I will pay for this.
Yeah, it is totally polite and acceptable.
Okay, okay. One of the men I met, he told me that it's important before you go into relationships to pay everything 50-50. It's like it's accepted in China. It's polite.
Yeah, maybe it's his thoughts, his opinion, his value to this relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So also I said case by case. We should not cover all the situations in one word.
Yeah, let's question. Is it okay for women in China to take a first step, take featured of a man, being initiative in general?
Of course it's okay. There is idiom in China called 男追女隔层山，女追男隔层纱. Can you understand that?
No, but you can type it with pinyin, and it will be useful for me when I will be editing.
This idiom is talking about like if a man is going to pursue a woman, pursue a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
He want to make a relationship with her.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's the distance is about a mountain. You have to cross a mountain to get this girl. But if a woman is going to pursue a man, it only may be the distance is about the spider web. Only one layer. It's so easy. So maybe it's because the extreme ratio of man and woman. There's too much single men in China. So women would get really easy to get into a relationship if they take first steps. It's totally okay to take first step and like start anything initially by girls.
Okay, great. Girls, see? So next question is, many people in Russia think that it's unacceptable for a woman to be on 100% financial support of the man if they are a couple or even like married. Tell me about the situation in China.
It is also unacceptable.
Unacceptable?
Yeah, if a man totally depends on a woman.
No, not man depends on a woman. Women depends on a man.
Women depend on men.
She took his money.
It's
he pays
acceptable.
For everything.
Like this situation is acceptable.
If they're a couple,
there's a lot of housewives in China who don't really get a job. She has to take responsibilities of taking care of their kids or the older ones. So such situation is financially depend on their husbands, right? So it's acceptable. There's a lot of cases.
What if we talk about the couple? I think it's just case by case as well.
Not marriage. It's only couple.
Yeah, if they are just a couple.
It's also acceptable. It's also acceptable. In my opinion, it's also acceptable. Yeah.
Good. So you're ready to pay for your woman for everything in the relationship?
On maybe, maybe, but also maybe.
Okay. Relationship in school. While being in Russia, I heard that young love in schools of China is not accepted, maybe even forbidden. How early do young people in China start to have love relationships? In Russia, it's rather early. 12, 13, maybe even 11 or 10 years.
It is totally not suggested to have
Not suggested?
young love, or like you can say it's forbidden.
Not recommended, right? To have young love.
Yeah, middle school, high school, primary school, the teachers won't let these things happen. So like if they know, if the teachers know, or parents know, they know that their kids are falling in love with others, they would dissuade this relationship, stop this relationship.
Oh.
In most of cases.
How will they stop them? Like,
just talk to them, like you have to study hard. Such relationship will like make you great job, or like make you fail some tests or something like that, or like if they just let this happen, but you failed some tests, they would blame all these bad things in this love relationship. So it's totally forbidden. Forbidden is the proper word to describe the attitude, but there are still secret young loves in China. It's totally common, especially in middle school or high school. Early age, I do know that when I was in sixth grade in primary school, 12 years old, 14 years old.
We don't have such. We just have school, like 11 years. That's it. We don't call it primary.
I'm sorry.
Middle and high. So I'm always a little bit. Confused.
I'm going to introduce the education system in China.
Let's go.
6 years old to 12 years old. It's a normal
6, 12.
normal years range. People would take a primary school.
It's just like elementary school, right?
Elementary school. Oh, sorry, my English is real bad. Primary school.
Primary school.
Elementary school.
I don't know what's the difference actually. I don't remember.
Forget about it. Just like 12 years old.
Just the first step of the school.
The first step. But there is also preliminary school. I don't know, from 4 years old to 6 years old. Okay. Then the middle school is from like 12 years old to 15 years old. Then high school is from 15 years old to 18 years old.
You know,
then we go to college.
I thought about it. Yeah, probably we'll also have this how to say
division of education system.
We also have something like division. We just don't call it like middle high.
Okay.
It's also pre-elementary school 1 year. Before then 6 to 10 maybe it's elementary.
Yeah.
And after that from 5th grade to 9th grade it's something like middle, and after that we have 2 years of a high school.
2 years of high school. So I do know that some of my classmates fall in love in their 12 or 13 years old. So it's common, but I don't know if they're true love. They said they're true loves, but I don't know if this is real.
How do teachers integrate in this? They start to discuss like, I know that you date her, or how? Or they tell their parents, I saw your children, they were hugging each other. Or how? How they make an influence on this?
You mean how teachers or parents would detect such?
Okay, I understand if parents are against the young love, they say your results will be low, you will fail the exam. But what about teachers? They discuss it somewhere with the students, or they discuss it with parents, like, you know, your children, they dating. What we gonna do with this? How?
They only would talk to the students.
Talk to the students.
Yeah.
Like you two.
Yeah, you two come to my office. Like I have something to tell you that it is not good to have such a young love in your age. It's not responsible. It's not good for the girl. It's not good for you. It's not good for our study. Like, so
the students will obey to this most often.
Yeah. Publicly they would obey, but maybe secretly they still maintain this relationship.
I have 2 additional questions.
Yeah, please.
Do you have like parties in school? We had like parties since I think 4th grade, when like
what kind of party?
We go to our like classroom. It can be like just classroom party or just school party where everyone gathers, dancing?
Like on classmates or the whole school?
Sometimes classmates, sometimes whole school.
Yeah, some of them. We would have such party, but I would not say it's a party. There are teacher involved.
Yeah, I just call it party because I don't know. On Russian, it's called like discoteca. Discoteca. Discoteca.
Okay.
So we were just dancing, and that was such an exciting memory because
we don't do dance. Chinese men don't do dance.
Yeah, I actually noticed that
don't do dance.
Chinese people, it's really hard to make them move.
Yeah.
When we were in Shanghai, we were in one club and everyone was just sitting and staring at the phone, and one moment, maybe the DJ was really good, they started jump a bit.
Yeah, jump a little bit.
Just like
and,
this.
And move from left to
yeah,
right.
Yeah. It's not like dancing. It's
and
just like
his hand up.
Why? It feels like insecure to dance.
No, there is no such tradition from their early age. We don't do such things as a children or like as a teenager. We don't do such things. We just study. We just put our head down. But this is I commonly say, but some are not. Some have their own style.
Yeah, but I saw the whole club of Chinese people not dancing, so it's probably not really like it's a general situation.
Yeah, sort of general.
Yeah, but about our parties, that was such an exciting memory because I was waiting for a slow music when a boy come to a girl and invite her to dance.
No, we never
many,
do this.
Many romantic things were happening during such
we
parties.
Never do such things. The party I described, or maybe rearrange our desks and chairs in the classroom and put it on the one side, like the square of this classroom. We would put then the center of the classroom. It is the
decorate
stage.
The classroom, right?
Yeah, the center of the classroom is the stage. So someone would perform something like singing.
For the class.
Yeah,
just for the one class.
It's not for. It's a party.
It's a talent show, no?
Yeah, it is a talent show. It is of course a party, I would say. Then, but normally boys sit together, girls sit together. They don't have really much contact with each other. So it's totally different from Russian dance parties.
Okay, one additional question.
Yeah.
Have you heard, like, maybe in your like society circle about early pregnancy of a girl in school?
Yeah, of course.
In school.
Yeah.
You also have it.
Yes, I heard about that.
It's like a shocking, something shocking, or it's pretty.
It's shocking. It's totally shocking. But such things happen in maybe not a real good school.
So it depends on school, not on family of children.
Yeah, I get. It's not about school stuff. It's about their student quality. I don't know how to say
student quality.
If it is proper, but in my hometown. There are 4 high schools. 2 of them, there is no such things. But the another 2 high schools, there may be some pregnancy news, pregnant news. Like for 2 years, there's one such news.
In 2 years, one girl like this.
Yeah, maybe 1 girl, maybe 2 girls. I don't know.
We have a TV show, or maybe it's only on YouTube, but it's called Pregnant in 16, and so
there's a lot of 16 girls.
Yeah, a lot. Russia. It's maybe 7 or 8 seasons of this show already. For these girls, I would say they use this show as a way to get money because they are seen on the YouTube. Many YouTubers make videos with their reaction on this show. These girls make Instagram accounts and they start to sell advertisement there.
Okay. Such girls would be ejected from school?
Expelled.
Expelled, yeah, expelled from school if they get pregnant early. But I don't think there is too much cases. Maybe several cases, several examples, but it's not a normal phenomenon.
It was also a shock maybe a few years ago when I was maybe in 8th grade. There were a girl, she was studying in our school, then she left to another school, and then she go back already pregnant.
Yeah.
And I remember her going in the hall, and everyone was staring at her. And she also left our school because she was pregnant, and it was also a shock because she was like 15 or 14, and we were like, how can she be pregnant?
No, such
Not
things
a
will
shock.
never be a normal thing in China.
Okay, let's move on. Many times I noticed that Chinese men hold women's bag, not a big heavy bag, it's just a lady's bag. In Russia, men don't take little bags because they are for women, and these men don't want to lose their masculinity. Why you take women's bag?
It's just a behavior to show gentleman, to show he's a gentleman, or like gallantry behavior for women. But also if women is willing to give their small purse or like small ladies bag to the man, it shows that I trust you. You give me safety. You give me a sense of safety, then I will give my bag to you. This may sort of enhance the relationship, I don't know.
So it's not seen like, oh, he's holding a lady's bag, something like it. No.
No, it's totally normal in China if a man holds a lady's bag.
In Russia, it will be like seen like as something weird.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird?
Okay, if the bag is heavy, the man could take a bag, but if it's a lady bag, they wouldn't probably take the bag because it's for women. It's her bag. It's not heavy. Why should I take it? But for example, my grandfather, he takes my grandmother's bag without any like, no, I'm not gonna take it. Well, the next one. Many people in China can do love bombing. They will tell you they love you after a week of you knowing each other. They start being a couple really fast and prefer to find out more about each other while already being a couple. It's the same in South Korea. Why do you think it happens? Why Chinese people rush to become a couple so fast?
Love bombing.
Love bombing. It's just, you know, it's modern term. To describe such.
This is the first time that I heard this term, but I can get.
You understand?
Yeah,
it's
I
just
can get
this. I love you. I think about you. I miss you so much. You're my princess. I find what I was looking for so long, and it's all after a week, maybe.
Yeah, of course. It's because of the opinions. The opinions change. When my parents are young, they would never let these things happen. They would make. First they know each other and they getting to know each other more, and like after a long time thing they would make a final relationship. Now people may think it is easy to get a relationship if you just ask for it. Maybe they just both want a couple, they just want a partner. Maybe the girl would accept the offer.
So it doesn't mean if they don't know each other. It's just important to know. Okay, I'm in the relationship. I'm not worried because this sphere of my life is like fulfilled. No? Yeah. You don't understand?
Yeah, I don't understand.
They make it just to be in the relationships, not because they like this partner or. They just want to...
Yeah. Some of these love booming things, they don't really love each other, but maybe they just want a partner, so they would form this relationship.
Is this connected, how you think, is this connected with the thing that young love in schools is forbidden?
Yeah. Maybe their parents or teachers push this too hard. You cannot have a love, you cannot... They're rebelling teenagers, so they would have such a love booming. Maybe. This is one factor.
I mean, after school.
School.
They're like, well, I didn't have time for it in school.
Yeah, it is also a factor. Maybe.
So it's easier to become a couple and then only start to warm up the relationships. Like to get a status, like we are a couple. It doesn't matter what happened next. We will start to warm up the relationships. Like start to know each other and other hobbies, habits, something like this. It's easier to make a status first. to confirm that we are in the relationships?
Maybe no. In my opinion, maybe no. Not like we met the first day we have this relationship, or just like know some basic informations with each other. You are good looking, you don't have any bad behaviors, then maybe they would be a couple. Then after that, we know each other more deeper. We know each other deeper by contact. Maybe this relationship would be long, or maybe it would be short. Unexpected thing, or like disagreements in opinions, such things.
My personal experience that I met many people who were like, I love you, after like a few days of knowing each other. Maybe because also people don't want to develop relationships, they just want to get all the privilege that couples have. But
what privilege can couples have in Russia?
Kisses, things like that.
See.
I think people rush to this.
Yeah.
Not to have a real emotional connection.
Yeah. There's a lot of these things in China. But I believe it is a worldwide thing. Like a lot of, like in this whole world. To
be honest, I met this only with Chinese.
Really?
Yeah. No one ever from any other nationality told me they love me after a few days.
Really?
Maybe it's a coincidence. It's a coincidence.
You are so attractive to Chinese people.
I don't know. When it is okay to get married, which age? It is okay to live together, but not being married. When it's legit, but how it is usually happens. Like
it depends. Like maybe after the couple both have jobs, they have stable incomings, they will consider the marriage. But if they are the students, like my sister and his boyfriend, they have stable job. Even if they are still studying, they sign some contracts with company, then they will consider marriage. So maybe some of the couples graduate early, and they're 22 years old. Afterward, they would consider marriage early, or somewhat like doctors. They would consider marriage late. In my hometown, I would say most acceptable age of marriage is 26 or 27. Then have children at 28 or 29 for men. Girls may be 24, 25. Yeah, such age.
Earlier.
Yeah,
earlier than
a little bit earlier than men.
Are any of your friends are married?
Yeah, I do have one friend who married this year, like a 22 years old, 23 years old. It shocked us, but congratulations.
I guess maybe 50% of my classmates are married.
Really?
Yeah, and some of them already have children. No.
Children?
Children have some girls from the class. They graduated 1 year after me. Some of them have children. One of my friends is married, and that's it, I guess. No one is married. A lot of my classmates, sometimes I just visit their pages on socials, and I'm like, what?
But
children? Why?
That's really, I don't know. It would put a lot of burden on the couple. But I still want to add one thing, that the marriage in the young generations gradually it postponed. Like maybe when I was a child, in my opinion, people may go to marriage at their 26, 25, 27 years old, but a lot of kids I met would think about people are supposed to get married at 30 years old, 32 years old, because there's too much pressure to if someone's going to get married or like have kids, such such things. So it's too expensive to raise a kid in China.
It's expensive to raise a kid, I think.
It is really expensive.
Everywhere.
Okay.
Everywhere. In Russia as well.
Okay.
I think I asked this question by another friend, but I want to ask you as well. Why many people stay with their parents? I mean, don't move anywhere, don't separate with their parents, and they live with their moms and dads at 30. In Russia, if you're staying with your parents, if you're like 20 years old, your parents will say, move out, you're already grown up. A bird should go and fly by yourself.
I don't know how to answer this question, but I believe that the family bond is really important in China. Maybe it's because they do have a strong relationship between parents and their children. Maybe it's because after the couple have after they have kids, they need their parents to raise these kids up, so they will live together. A couple from my hometown both have a job in Shanghai or Hangzhou, and after 2 years of working, they have their kids in Hangzhou or Shanghai. Then maybe one of their parents would move to Hangzhou or Shanghai to raise their kids up because they are too busy to take care of their children.
So it's not because the renting price is really high or something.
Maybe, but maybe it's not a big factor. It's my thought. It's my thought.
宝贝，我饿了。你想什么了？
Fantastic woman, fantastic Russian woman.
Thank you.
女大三抱金砖.
What if your mom will say, no, you won't be with this girl? Скажи, be humble.